You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. Marcus Aurelius. You can't control everything that happens around you, but you can control how you react to it. By focusing on what you can control, your thoughts and actions, you'll find inner strength. Here are some ways to apply this. If someone cuts you off in traffic, you can choose to get angry or take a deep breath and keep driving calmly. When your team loses a game, you can't change the score, but you can decide whether to sulk or use it as motivation to improve. If it's raining on the day of your outdoor workout, you can either get frustrated or find an alternative indoor routine and crush it anyway. No man is free who is not master of himself. Epictetus. Being master of yourself means you're in control of your thoughts, feelings, and actions. You don't let emotions like anger or fear dictate what you do. When you're in charge, you make choices that align with your goals. Here are some ways to apply this. If you can't resist checking social media every 5 minutes, you're not master of yourself. The phone is controlling you. A guy who gets into a fight because someone disrespected him isn't master of himself. His temper is running the show. When you finally stop procrastinating and start tackling that big project, you're proving to yourself that you're in control. First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. Epictetus. You need to define who you want to be as a person, what kind of man you want to become. Set your goals and identity first, then make decisions based on those values. Be intentional with your life. Here are some ways to apply this. If you want to be a champion boxer, you don't start by throwing punches randomly. You set a goal to win the title, then train every day to get there. If you want to be a successful entrepreneur, you don't start by scrolling through social media all day. You define your business vision, then take consistent action. If you want to be a strong leader, you don't start by following the crowd. You set an example by taking ownership of your actions and decisions. It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. Seneca. We all have the same 24 hours in a day, but some guys waste theirs on useless stuff. It's not about how much time we have. It's about what we do with it. Make every minute count. Here are some ways to apply this. Instead of mindlessly scrolling through your phone for an hour, you could be hitting the gym and building real strength. Spending 3 hours playing video games on a weekday evening is wasting time that could be spent learning new skills. Watching TV all day Saturday instead of working on your side hustle is throwing away valuable time that could change your life. The more we value things outside our control, the less control we have. Epictetus. When we focus on things we can't control, like what others think or do, we lose power over our own lives. We start to react instead of act. We become slaves to circumstances beyond our control. Focus on what you can control. Here are some ways to apply this. If you're obsessed with getting a certain girl's attention but she doesn't return your interest, you'll waste time and energy. Focus on what you can control, like your own fitness and goals. You might stress about the weather ruining your outdoor plans. Instead of getting anxious, focus on what you can control. Find alternative activities or have a backup plan. If your friend is messing up his life with bad habits but refuses to listen, stop investing emotional energy into changing him. Focus on your own habits and decisions. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Marcus Aurelius. Instead of spending time talking about what it takes to be a good person, focus on actually being one. Stop debating and start taking action. Put your words into practice. Here are some ways to apply this. Instead of arguing with friends about who's the toughest athlete, hit the gym and start lifting weights to become stronger yourself. Rather than tweeting about social justice, volunteer at a local charity and make a real difference in your community. Don't spend hours reading self-help books. Apply what you've learned by setting goals and taking concrete steps towards achieving them. He who fears death will never do anything worth of a man who is alive. Seneca. If you're afraid of death, you'll be held back from taking risks and doing great things in life. A man who's not afraid of death can live freely and pursue his goals without hesitation. Fearlessness gives you the power to truly live. Here are some ways to apply this. A firefighter isn't going to let fear of death stop him from running into a burning building to save someone. That takes courage and a willingness to face danger head-on. If you're afraid to fail, you'll never start your own business or pursue a career that really matters to you. A soldier who's not afraid of death can focus on the mission at hand and protect his fellow soldiers, rather than being frozen by fear. Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body. Seneca. Life's challenges make you mentally tougher, just like exercise makes your body stronger. When you face and overcome difficulties, you build resilience and confidence. This mindset helps you tackle even bigger obstacles. Here are some ways to apply this. A high school wrestler who trains through tough practices and losses develops the mental grit to bounce back from defeats and ultimately win championships. A young entrepreneur who perseveres through long hours and rejection builds the strength to keep pushing forward, eventually landing a big client. A college student who takes on a demanding course load and sticks with it develops the mental toughness to tackle even more challenging projects in the future.